Good evening, people. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit off tonight and didn't even start the stream up. Sneaks in lights the stream before I start. Yeah, I had to do a restart. Messed up the beginning, but what's new? And now I can't get these bloody new headphones to do the job that they're supposed to do. So I've got half sound coming in one ear. No mic in the other, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll get on with it. Pardon me, that's my first one. First pound for the tin. Don't know if there's music. Can't hear it. Is there music? Give up. Good night. Bye bye. Yes, there is sound somewhere there. Okay, the sounds are way off, but hey, we'll get on with it. So, welcome in everybody. Wow. Quite a few people in already. This is getting faster these days. Well done, people. Smitty, no, unfortunately it's not yet. Worked out today. I didn't actually know it. I was just about to order it today. And then I found out that... Somebody tell Bob to refresh. I think it should be alright. Refresh. I don't even know if I spelled that right. Oh, there is a problem, like. I know what it'll be. That should fix it, Bob, what I've just done. Okay. So I'm gonna sit a bit further back from the mic tonight because I'm normally wanting to hear myself, but when I've been hearing the videos back, I'm sometimes feels like I'm screaming a bit into the microphone. So I'm gonna try and be a little bit like Obsidian Ant and sit a bit back. Switch off again, yeah. No, I was looking at a chair today on Amazon, but they don't take PayPal, so I'm gonna have to transfer it to my bank, who want their blood money. So I'm hoping if I can transfer it in the next couple of days, if I can't find somewhere to buy it, maybe on eBay or something, then I'll transfer it to my account and I'll do it that way. So I'm thinking probably this time next week maybe I should have one. Nice comfy one. I've been looking at some good ones as well. So... Right, I'm just going to reset my map. Unfortunately, Brian's not here. And I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's something from work or something like that. They're getting close to the C period, of course. So, it might just be the case that he's getting held back. So, not just by me, but in real life as well. So, I've only got 6 jumps left. Oh god, the name of it? Hang on a second. So I think I've closed all the windows with it now. At the moment, I'm more wondering about the colour. In honour of Kathina, I think I should just go all black. But there's another blue one that I quite like the look of as well. So it's a Langria, if that's the correct name, or a Sun Mix. A Sun Mix one, which is totally black. However, hang on. I don't know if this will work because I remember trying this before and it got blocked, but I'll give it a go anyway. Let's give us a second. Browser 2. If I put it in there, I think it blocked it last time I tried doing this. Sorry. Ah, okay. So this is the black one I'm considering. Oh, I don't know why it suddenly disappeared into my screen, but there you go. Maybe it's trying to hide some of my personal details. I don't know. But that's the one I'm kind of look for. But it's pretty much the one I was looking at before. Or I don't know if I want to get one of those like kind of really reclined ones with a footstool and then just lower the TV screen onto a smaller desk or something. So more like in charge of a fighter ship or something, you know what I mean? Oh, I will, but I was just, you know, I thought, my personal opinion is black, but with it being a stream, I don't know whether you want to jazz up the background a little bit, you know, I'm too poor for green screen. I can get a black screen, no problem. So we'll see, we'll see. Oh Christ, I'm trying to control the ship through bloody OBS. I was just, my housemate was saying that earlier, Dave. My housemate was like, oh, the cats are going to love it. And I was like, no, I'm turning it on its side when I'm out the room. I'll turn it upside down. They're not going anywhere near it, especially the dickhead one. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, he's just getting his ass kicked at the moment. Because he is a complete and utter dickhead. It's his MO, people, don't worry. Oh, but if I get a pink one, I have to get those cat ears. It's not happening. Not on this street. Considered that, Julie. I've said if he breaks another TV or anything, I'm punting him into next door's garden and they can have him. So, it's no skin off my nose. But that is a really good idea. Yeah, they'll probably enjoy the box more, yeah. Yeah, it's true. The thing is, cats are easy to shop for, actually. People, you know, at Christmas and everything, people go out and buy them these nice presents. You just get them boxes. And get them for free from the corner shop as well. Stick a bow on them. Cats in heaven. I tell you what, we don't have to talk some shite on this stream. You know I love you all, but we don't have to talk some shite sometimes. When I think about other people's streams and how into the game they get, and how they talk about the intricacies of the game, and then we're talking about putting catnip at the end of a plank. Just go bigger, Smitty. I would. If I had enough money to buy another TV, that'll be my next. No, I'm only kidding. If I had enough money to buy a new TV at the moment, I'd definitely go bigger because. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try that, Julie. God, Christ, you're evil. But yeah, I'll give that a go. I've got plenty of whiskey boxes hanging around the place, so. Either that or you just have a very long cat. Yeah, what was I going to say, Smee? Because with all of you can get all the Christ. Yeah, it is a shit world, isn't it? Okay, this is one of the the ones that actually look like rock worlds until you actually click on them. Yeah, 55 inch, that's what you want. 55 inch. Ultra HD. Then you need to get the 1080 to run it. But I'll get a 1080 in 2025 or something, probably around then. When it's come down in price. The thing is, I bet the whole gaming community are just hoping for Bitcoin to go under one day and then we can all get our graphics cards back. So you can see this one, it's really strange when it is an ammonia world. It is the same value as an ammonia world, but it just doesn't look like one, does it? When you go past. It's kind of very sandy looking. So the amount of times I've flown past these and never actually tagged them or gone to tag them or gone to actually look at them. Oh, here she goes again, talking about VR. Mind you, I've seen a couple of people streaming with VR, and I can't watch it for very long. It's just too hard. Come on, Brian. I hope he's alright. I mean, if you're playing the game offline, if you're playing the game for yourself and not streaming like somebody like me, I'd just say VR every time. Kathina, do you watch any movies in VR? I know, I don't mean like the pornography stuff. I'm talking about just sitting and watching an average movie with the VR headset on, because somebody said it makes it look like kind of like a cinema, and there is a couple of apps you can get that make it look like you're in a cinema. Do you ever do that? Oh no, I know it's a different experience. I totally understand, Kathina. I've played VR and I get it, but when you're watching it, it's not. Your eyes just aren't looking at the same things that somebody in VR is looking at. So does it make a big difference in VR watching movies? Because I'd consider buying VR just to watch movies with it. I don't have to look at anybody or anything. Watching me film. Because I can't remember if it's Lenovo or somebody. One company is working on really cheap VR at the moment, and its specs don't look that bad. Yeah, I know what you mean. And the people talking while you're watching the movie. But I bet you can get you can probably get apps for that. I mean, if I dip my feet into it, it'll probably be one of them. Yeah, the Oculus ones, it's very Matrixy, you know, the headsets they have in the Matrix. It really is, but it is better quality. And what about playing standard games with one? I mean, how does that feel? I'm quite interested in that thing as well. So if you're just playing a standard game that isn't set up for VR, but you're using the VR headset as a viewer, what's that like? I'm kind of pattering about here waiting for Brian, but I don't know if he's going to drop in. I think the ergonomics of the Rift as well does probably make it sit better on your head. I've played the PlayStation one before as well, and it doesn't sit very well on your head, and as well as that, it doesn't really grip your eyes well enough either. So if you, I don't know, and the screens in it are really small as well on the PlayStation one, so you feel like you're in VR, but you know you're not. Yeah, when I've seen, when I played VR and saw my students playing VR, you could see by the way they were moving their bodies that they really were disconnected from the world at large, if you get what I mean. What's sorry, I'm a bit out of the what's Gear VR then? Because that's quite cheap. I mean, is that pretty good? Or do you have to no, Gear VR, do you have to slide your Samsung phone into it or something? Forgive me if I look like I'm right off the ball, but I honestly don't know much about VR. On the I can't think of the word now, on the idea that I'd never probably afford it. I'm supposing you put your phone in it because I can see for some reason it's listing phones next to it. And has that stopped working? Nope, people have just stopped talking. Or everybody's typing in one go. Now one game I might start also streaming, but I might not have enough time because of horse balls, is American Truck Simulator, because I've been playing that on my nights off. Brian's here. Come on Brian, get in game, stop chatting, get cracking. Right, okay. No, I haven't actually. Okay, so no, that's not really what I'd have to go in semi-seriously into VR if I was to do it. Okay, we're in this system, so we're gonna scan that one. And after this, there really isn't that many jumps to go, really. We're off something, the Zelda Witch Nebula, which is in the second outer arm. So we're really getting close to Beagle Point now. We're not far off. I'm definitely going to get there in this stream. Brian's probably going to get there too, because I don't think he's a... Oh, I thought it might be Brian. Sorry. Sorry for your life losses. But I had a feeling that might be the case. Right, this might only be 2 jumps. So this is getting weird. Some of these... This plotter, it's not weird in a bad way. It says 4 jumps, but it's only actually 2, so... I can't really moan at it. We are gonna... I'm going to do a slight turn here into this one. This is a really long one as well. So I'll line it up. I'd be out of... Do you mean out of breath? You're saying I'd be out of breath? I have you know I climb in the mountains every weekend. Fit as a fiddle, me. Apart from when I've got hangover. Or I'm trying to climb stairs. Or put socks on. Or tie my shoes. Go into the shop. Petting the cat. Sitting down, getting up. I only run if somebody's coming after me with a knife, Julie. During the time you'll see me running. Or from an overzealous marmot, maybe. Well done, Bob. give that man a prize. No, I wasn't on the wagon. Off the wagon. On the wagon. It's just the weekdays I'm really cutting down. And I'm cutting down tonight. I won't tank a bottle tonight. It's not happening. Why, were you playing that last night, Brian? I've already looked at this bloody system, haven't I can't actually believe, but I've managed to get some of my students interested in Horseballs 2, which is really good. They're all talking about buying it. Ah, okay. I need to actually get an SSD. Might get myself one for Christmas. Just a basic one. It doesn't even have to be big. Just to maybe stick Elite on it. I'd like to have the Division on it as well. Maybe just have it for 3 games that I'm running at the time. For streaming or whatever. Would be nice. Because I do so much bloody backwards and forwards on my computer. I'm surprised the hard drives even work. Yeah, basically, yeah. No, I bigged it up a little bit, but I also actually showed them the videos, the original videos, and because they're all into Fortnite and stuff. And I was trying to show them that, you know, different ways of doing gaming and the qualities of having a really good story. Not just a good story, but the qualities of being able to learn English through gaming, you know. A lot of people from like Russia and stuff like that, a lot of their English comes from watching YouTube. And my kids, I'm actively trying to get them to listen to English more. And that's a really difficult part to get them to do, but something like YouTube, when they have an interest in... One kid's got an interest in Farming Simulator, so I put him onto... what's his face? The guy who does Farming Simulator. Oh. Somebody Armstrong Gaming, I can't remember his name. He does videos of Farming Simulator, Truck Simulator and stuff like that. And he's from where I'm from in England, so he has a really, really strong accent. But I said to the student, you know, start watching him, you'll pick up a little bit here and a little bit there. And he started watching this guy, loves him. Says he watches him 3 hours a day. Better not be lying to me, because I'll test him. Are you on about the ones for Red Dead Redemption? I haven't done them actually, but I should. I should definitely do them.
Frameshift
Right, is Brian in? Okay, Brian, don't worry. No, I was worrying more because you're a little bit behind, but it's not necessarily wasted space, though, is it? I actually saw GTA running in a video yesterday on the new Nvidia card at its highest settings. Man alive, that looks crazy. There were times, not when he was on foot, but when whoever playing it was in car, there were times when I couldn't tell if it was real or not. You honestly couldn't tell. Everything just looks so vibrant. Oh, I'll have to have a look at it, Dave, because oh, I hear sounds. But I loaded up American Truck Simulator yesterday. I think it was yesterday morning, and I've been having quite a lot of fun on it. It's not too dissimilar from Elite in some ways, apart from you don't have to grind the Guardians as much. I'll have a look at it though, Dave, because I wouldn't mind just in my spare hours just bobbing around and having a look for... Slow down a bit, and having a look for some extra guns if I can link them to my account. Oh, hang on a second, people. I haven't put myself on Baron's stream or anything yet, so just let me quickly do a copy and paste in there. And on Lave Radio. I heard you got a shout out again the other night, Julie. On Lave. It's a shout out a week these days, isn't it? Right, okay, day 14. We're on... Are we on day 14 now? We are, aren't we? Oh, it does show that I'm streaming, so that's good. Does it show it on... Yep, it shows it on here as well. Okay, that's good. Right, yo, so the last one will be 5-8. It says it's 5 jumps, but it might not be as many as that. And then we shall be in system. See if it's actually 5. It is. So one of the things for this next one that we're jumping into is it actually says it's best viewed from a neighbouring system. So I think we'll probably jump into it and then kind of go out again and have a look, see what it looks like from next door. So we'll give that a go. And you lot talking about Hortus the other night got me really kind of wanting to get a decent Hortus as well. 'Cause this one's terrible. Actually, the buttons are alright, but the... apart from the fact I nearly broke the trigger button the other day when I was playing... when I was doing the combat. Did anybody listen to Lave Radio the other night apart from Julie? I thought the conversation with Obsidian Ant was really good. He's kind of saying that this update is going to be better than Horizons and everything else together. Which, if true, is nice. It's nice to know. Oh, I thought he would have been one of the people you like a little bit. Yeah, he kind of does, but he's got to... he kind of plays a bit more devil's advocate than others, I think, and... You know, he's got quite an audience, and I don't know if he's making enough to kind of live off yet. Sounds like he might be, because he said he spends a lot of time making videos and stuff. So you've kind of got to do that to keep your audience, unfortunately. And you really do when you get to a certain point. I think you just have to do some things to try and be part of the story, like the kind of ongoing overall narrative around the game. You know, he's not as bad as some. There's a guy who's doing videos for the Horseballs too, and he makes videos every day, and it's getting to the point where his titles are really clickbaity. You go in, he's giving you information that he's given 100 times before, and yet he's got 700,000 views on it. But he's probably pulling in good money, so... I complain a lot though, Don. And something I was thinking today, look, I'm dead serious. Where is Sandy? Everybody's talking about this guy, that guy, the other guy. Nobody's talking about Sandy at the moment. And when they say lead designer, they say somebody else. Did he and the Loach get taken out back and shot? Are you there, Brian? I can't hear you if you're there. Hang on, it's probably my bloody thing. Give us a sec. I can see you lighting up, so I'll see if it might be my Discord. It's probably my Discord speakers. I think it's that one. Flying Scotsman. Use the volume. Go and try again. There we go. It's my Discord. I don't know why it does it. Have you been talking much?
Not much.
So, forget about your day. Have a few beers. Sorry, a few waters. And let's just get jumping. Bob thinks he's been sent to a penal colony. But I'm being dead serious. He's not in any of this. He wasn't at the kind of the information from the new update. Nobody seems to be talking about him or mentioning his name. And when they say lead developer, they always say somebody else now. Okay, we're getting close. Getting close. Oh, it's just I should actually. I might ask people if they've seen him. It might have. He might have been having one of those asphyxie wanks, using the Loach as his noose.
Can you give me the notification of like another 2 or 3 jumps ahead of you, just so I can.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I'll give you the final destination if you want. I think that because I'm using that neutron highway. I'll give you the next 3 neutrons and then see which ones are closest to you. Just give us a second. There's 1. I've just bloody copied it when it's got a button, you idiot. Right, 2. 3. Okay, I've dropped 3 of them in there for you. Are we actually in the nebula or have we got one more jump? One more jump, okay. Oh no, we're actually in system apparently. 5-8, is that right? It's actually a neutron in itself. Okay, we'll have to go next door then, I think. Yep, that's the one. So it is, let's see what we've got. We've got a sun and a neutron. Okay, so we're not really going to see anything quite here. So I think we should make a biggish jump. I don't know, Cathina, you could just go around just slaughtering masses of people. You can, you'll start with Dave and Eladsgar. That'll be your kind of 2 biggest fans. Was it a video, Bob, or was it a photograph? I saw it, but I didn't see it. Right, let's we'll head off a little bit away from the sun. We'll have a good gander at where Brian is. Okay, we're a bit of a jump from that, so... Oh, actually, Brian, well, he's not a ways behind us.
I'm only about 4,000 light years behind you.
That's nothing, that's what, 250... Ah, you're only 12 jumps behind, man. I think I went on a bit further in the last stream than I wanted to be honest. Bob can't. He has to stay in my stream. I forbid him. Those dulcet tones whenever we go mining. It's not allowed. I'll obble him like misery. I'll have to have a look at it. Hang on, I'll have a gander. I'll have a gander. Mind you, you lot chatting everywhere, left, right and centre. I don't know where I'm looking. Where am I looking? Am I looking in something? This is in general. Why have we got trailers in general? No, it's not in there. Elite Dangerous. Oh, that was today. Okay, hang on. No, it's not in Elite Dangerous. Elite used for web links? No. Where was it, people? I'm having trouble though. Ah, hang on. It's in ship builds. It has no place in ship builds. It's a video. Stop paying attention, you lot, or you're going to be fired. Right, Bloody ship. Oh, it's 7 minutes. Right, I'm going to save that for when I go off stream. I'm going to enjoy every second of that one. Right, let's have a look. Ship builds. Bloody ship builds. The only reason it actually bothers me is that I don't like the work, and Discord make it so hard to delete stuff. It should be a bloody click of a button for oh, that's a nice view of the galactic plane there. We've got that much going for us. Look at that. I've never seen it with that kind of dark crust to it. Can't see this bloody nebula like. Right, I can use that as a background photo. You can do what you want for 130 knots. Do what you want. So let's have a look. Let me just save this background picture because it looks really nice. That look alright as a background, so that'll do. There was 43, I think I'm up to now. 43. Does a bit, Bob. Looks like the HD one. I couldn't do it. You know, somebody told me how to change. Well, it was on a web page on how to change all the planets and everything into HD. Unfortunately, it just wouldn't work for me. I kept on getting this really odd. I don't know how to put it. Like a breakdown. The game was. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh, it's like. I think it's like a. It looks a bit like a. Like a lizard baby, don't you think? You can see the eye, the ears, the nose, the mouth. You know? Unfortunately, I can't get any further in. I'll do a little envelope shot of it. Right there. What? That'll do. You can save that as 44. It's easier to save stuff by numbers. It's like painting. Right, then I'm gonna try and get it in something of a longer shot. We're gonna have to have. Oops. Oh, Bob's gonna be alright. I can see Bob being a total killer. But doing it all with the voice comms. Actually, I need Bob to do a soundbite for me saying smash it to Smith. Right, so let me, now we've done that part, we'll go into the galaxy map and start looking at the next spot. It's not going to be as easy to go to this one, because this one, that's for going back to... Should have visited some of those places, because it's this one next. So we need to do a roundabout route. $52, yeah, that's not happening, son. Right, C20, 0. So let me get my my route up. Colonia to Beagle Point, and C20 we're looking for. C20. There we go. Chua Epop. When you get to that location, Brian, it's just a nebula, so you can you don't even have to go to the exact location. One jump before, you can grab a picture of it and then move on. So I'm just gonna do some quick bits in the plotter. So just bear with me. 5.8, okay, 5-8. 5-8. Luckily I've got it down now. It doesn't take me that long to do it these days, which is good. Alright, calculate that. Fingers crossed we've got an easy run. One less. Right, okay. But with the extra jump that I get sometimes, maybe it's not too bad. So it's 54 jumps, which is doable in this stream. I've got currently 52. So we're going to go by my route, I'm afraid, because we'll get it done faster. Don't think we're going to do it any quicker. But at least we tried it, so... You know what? At least we're gonna get a shed ton of money from neutrons, Brian. Talking about supercharging stuff. How are we on the module? 10%.
I'm not really in it for the money.
No, me neither. Really. Scared the life out of me there. I've turned your microphone up. You sounded really low in the last stream, so I've whacked your microphone up, but it's really loud for me, but it's alright. No, because if you talk quiet, nobody can actually hear you in stream.
That's fine. I never say anything important anyway.
That's not true. Actual fact, I'm just going to turn my microphone down a little bit and then maybe... Is that alright? Are those levels alright? Pirate the pirates, that's a good idea. You'd be very surprised, Kathina, it's never as much as you think. I think I've probably made a couple more quid than I expected. Especially I've been doing quite a few runs off stream, doing economical jumps, so I think I'm probably doing better on that than I think. Some earth worlds, no, some water worlds and stuff that are out of the zone, if they're untagged, I've been tagging them because I think you get like 100 grand more, which actually brings them very close to the price that they'd be even if they were terraformable. So. Did she stick with it, Kathina? I remember there was a guy who came on ages ago. I don't know what happened to him, unfortunately. It was an older guy called Toff from Stockport, and he was really good. He used to just come in stream. He used to come mining, like he'd do whatever we were doing. And he did a massive trip out once and got interdicted by. I think it was a player. He said he wasn't sure, but and then he disappeared. So I don't know if maybe because I know he was out in the black again. I don't know whether he lost all his data and stuff. Just gave up. But he used to be like well into World of Tanks and stuff like that. So maybe he just switched back over. But he never comes on Discord anymore. I've not seen him signed into the game. I reached out to Pizza Man the other day because I'm still getting Patreon money from him. It's only small amounts, but I never see him in stream anymore. So I feel a bit. I think if I don't hear back from him after another month, I'm just gonna cancel it because I don't think it's fair taking somebody's money. Oh, that guy from Horseballs who posts a lot of videos, he's just posted another one. I think it's his third of the day. Mind you, I haven't checked my Patreon today. He might have messaged me, you never know. I contacted him a week ago. Hang on, is Wraithin? When did he come in? Was I babbling on? Or is it not showing up in the chat for some reason? Hey, if you interdict me and demand cargo, I blow my own ship up. I'd rather go down with the cargo goes down with me than you get it. I've overtaken Elite. To kind of understand. It's a shame because he had a lot of knowledge about stuff. But you know, he's working now and he's got a few hours with a girlfriend, so I suppose things just take a back seat, don't they?
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, there's some people who manage having families and stuff, but they kind of do it. But depending on when he gets back from work and stuff, because he does IT things, which in that job, you know, yeah. You know, you're in that type of work, he might be on call, stuff like that, do you know what I mean? You just never, that kind of work, it can get really busy.
Frameshift drive charging. 'Frameshift 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 drive charging. '
Luckily all these systems are shite, so we'll be there in no time. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall soon be arriving in Beagle Point. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and your tray tables are in the upright and locked position. Local time is 8:45 and the weather is shit because we're at the arse end of space. But it's conceivable that from the bubble to Beagle Point, you do what, 800 neutrons maybe?
Warning.
Possibly possible.
Drive operating beyond safety limits.
Could be.
Supercharged.
Could be.
Frameshift drive charging.
A Y brown dwarf. That's an unusual one. Hey people, if you're new to the stream and you're just dropping by for the first time, do feel free to come by in the chat and say hello. That's exactly what it's there for, so... She's got big breasts. What more do you want? Brown pants time around the brown dwarf.
Frameshift drive charging.
You've got your brown pants on, Bob. What are you on about? No, I know you weren't referring to my comment. It's an F star and it has 11 objects. That's not bad going. As long as there's not another star in here. There isn't. Let's have a look at that one. That could be a good candidate. But that looks like it's that doesn't look like Dave's got high expectations, Kathina. Is it important the accent as well? You daft apeth. No, I knew that, Bob. I was just messing. Was it? I thought it was 3,000, 3K, wasn't it? Thanks for telling me, Marshall. By the way, Marshall. Oh yeah, it is. It's way too small. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I read it wrong. I found a ton of terraformable ones now. By the way, Marshall, that's what she said. To me, anyway. Scanning that one, Marshall. No, but I also found the other day, Marshall, I didn't post it actually to you. I should have. I found one of my first terraformables, but my actively looking for one with the terraformables that are also landable. So that was a relief. Oof. Bit of a letdown, wasn't it? All that way for nout. By the way, people, I have decided that this month, it's a bit kind of late to kind of explain it, but I'm going to anyway, because it's only the 6th, so we've only lost 1 week. I'm going to run a competition this month. I am going to set up a competition section in Discord, and actually while I'm doing that, I'll just quickly do it now in the Elite Dangerous section. So, it's called Competition Time, and I'm going to do this every month, okay? You'll find it at the bottom of the list for Elite Dangerous. This month it's going to be take a picture of your ship outside of a station and try and make it as artistic as possible, okay? The winner of the reason I pick a station for this month is because it's so easy for everybody. You're all coming and going so often it won't matter. There's only person who can't enter is Brian. But take a picture of your ship outside your favourite station or a station. Or if you feel really, really confident, try and get it just as you're going through the mail slot. But try and make it a little bit artsy, fartsy if you can.
Why can't I?
Because we're nowhere near a station. So take a picture of your ship, put it in the competition time section, and I'll have a look. I don't think I'll choose the best one, and maybe I will this month, but other months I'll actually get other people to choose the best pictures and whatnot, and you can win a paint job or bobbleheads. I think I'm going to do bobbleheads this month, so if you want a nice Corollis for your ship, or you want some letters on your dashboard like I do, so you can remind yourself. Yeah, I mean, being blown up is technically it's technically acceptable, Bob. Ship kits, I don't know this month, but I think I'll do bobbleheads this month. So you can have whichever bobblehead you want if you win the competition time. The use of Photoshop is completely allowed, so if you want to use it, if you want to run it through some program just to give it that little bit extra, that's perfectly acceptable. Hashtag as many filters as possible. Now, unlike those people who do those fake iPhone giveaways on YouTube, I am good for it. It is, yeah. I've just done it now in Discord. I've just actually put it's called competition time. It says it's right at the bottom of the Elite Dangerous stuff. So feel free to go wild. You can have more than one entry if you want. Just don't spam the bloody thing, because then I definitely won't choose you, even if you have the best picture. But feel free to, like I say, feel to use Insta stuff.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
I think you should limit it to a certain amount, maybe 3 or 4 max.
I'll see what people are like this month. Like I say, if I pick it this month and anybody gets on my tits, then I don't have to give them it. Yes, Smitty, go on. If you play on PlayStation, you can save it onto a pen drive and then transfer it to your computer. Ah, okay, so... I've written the details in there, so just take a picture of your ship outside the station or your favourite station. Try and make it as artsy as possible. It can be a planetary station if you like planetary stations. And if I like your picture the most, you'll either win a bobblehead or a paint job. I think I'll do a bobblehead this month. So you can either have the old wireframe Corolla station, or you can have a nice full Corolla station for your dashboard of your ship. Hence taking photographs of your ship outside the space station.
But what if you want the pumpkin bobblehead?
I don't like that one.
It's nearly Halloween though.
It is, you're right. I did like the Christmas lights, even though I think Kathina hated them. So if you haven't already joined the Discord and you'd like to take part in that competition, click on the link below. Whoa, that is an active neutron there.
Do ship launch fighters count as ships?
Yes, I'll take any ship, any type of ship in front of a Corollis, or actually even a land base. You get extra points actually if you can get a picture of your SRV outside of a Corollis.
I nearly managed that.
No, that's what I was thinking. Okay, let's continue on. This is particularly active, this one, so I'm going to just take it a bit easy lining it up. Just don't want to get stuck in it for too long. And that'll work if you're on PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. He probably will be, Kathina. He'll be in everybody's shot. In fact, I should just put a thing of his ship up on Discord so people can Photoshop him into the Photoshops. Come on, throw me out.
What ship are you going to put up?
I don't know, the pinkest or most purple one.
Well, right now my crate's pretty purple.
You say that, Kathina, you want to see my house at Christmas? There's a time and place for tack. There truly is. Marshall, if you want to take part, you might have to stop off in Colonia, because I noticed you've gone off into the black again. In fact, I'm going to make my chair look like Poundland at Christmas, Kathina. I'm going to get that really bad tinsel and just wrap it around. These are my favourite stars, but the good planets are always miles away. Look, they're miles away from it. But the push out is just so far. 4,900. See, any one of these can all be terraformable. They won't be. I might go and try and tag this water world actually, because it's next to high metal content, so. Not far off.
Do the medical research stations and those kind of stations, the ones you can't land on, do they count as well? Because some of them are pretty nice settings.
No, it has to be a normal space station. I will accept planetary bases, but that's actually something I might try and get people to do as well at some point.
So
I might go do a tour of them.
landable. Right.
Yeah. But when I'm back in the bubble, I might do a couple of trips out to those places. We used to do them before. And yes, Kathina, you've kind of hit the nail on the head. I didn't realise I'd overshot it there. Move to Germany. Impressed. Thanks, Dave.
I'm not getting many neutrons.
Have you put them in your plotter?
I just
put them in.
The systems that you put in Discord, I've just been using them.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that should still put them in, but I always have F and then and then that. Right, just give us 1 second. One second, people. I'll be back in stream in a moment. Just. Kathina, check your Discord messages. Right, okay, so yeah, basically, yeah. Basically. She comes back in November, I think. I don't know.
Shift drive charging.
So I put you know, I think Christmas has to be done in a Christmassy way. I really do. I always find those really horrible glittery Santa faces to stick on my front door. I love them. Bit of fake snow on the windows as well. Love a bit of fake snow. Still there in March. Love a bit of it. I need some of my American friends to tell me how to make eggnog properly. Actually, I've tried it a couple of times. I always manage to mess it up. I think I'm going to buy an egg batterer this year so I can really fluff it up and make it good. Because last year it was a bit shite, and you can't buy it here. That's the only big thing. There is an American shop in Barcelona. I should maybe check that and see if you can there. No, it's alright, Kathina. It's like a creamy liqueur, a cooked creamy liqueur. Really, really nice. Not too far off. It isn't exactly the same, but it's not too far off Advocat. If you remember, Yellow Snow.
Frameshift drive charging.
Don't eat the yellow snow, you can look at it. I think.
4, 3, 2.
Slow it down a bit, have a quick look. This is all kind of touch and go now. Because they're, did I turn it on all stars? I did, didn't I? No, eggnog's alright. It's what they drink over in America. Their Christmas drink. It's like Bailey's, I guess. Their version of Bailey's. Ah, okay. Well, we can't get it here, you see. So... no, it's really nice. It truly is nice. I'll put it in what's that thing? Google's your friend. No, it's really nice. It truly is. And kind of the thicker the better sometimes. So we don't have a store version. That's the quick answer, Smitty, because it's not common here. Can't get the bloody thing to work. Eggnog. There you go. That's a kind of a traditional one. So view the image. Stick that there. Oh, it's a Martha Stewart picture. That's why. It's a good choice. Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know what eggnog is, there you go. That's eggnog. Yeah, it's kind of similar to custard. Yeah, you might be right there, but it's not as thick as custard. Oh, I tell you what, actually, I didn't post a video of that bus thing the other day I was banging on about. Close. Bailey's on steroids. You're probably close, Bob. We gotta get a scoop somewhere along here, these lines, people.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, with a nice bit of rum. But I'm going to try it with a whiskey, actually, Smitty. That's what I'm going to give it a... go with whiskey, I think. Whiskey, rum, they're all a blooming same. But then you do it with buttered rum as well as buttered rum. I want to try that sometime. Because that's what makes... that's what makes rum taste better. Stick of butter. Yummy, 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 yummy. Oh, okay, cool. Definitely have a look at it. Cripes, can't type yet.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, well, I've always thought that rum is the thing. We shouldn't really be talking about Christmas because some people get funny about it. This too far before. I look forward to it. It's like I don't really celebrate my birthday that much, so Christmas is the thing I really enjoy. Mainly because I get a week off work and I can just get pissed and watch old movies without feeling bad about it. That's why I'm such a big advocate of it. But like Athena says, I am a bit like Clark Griswold. I really am. Oh, right. This... Oh, no, that's high metal content. That's a shame. You couldn't tell because of the sun, but... No, it is. Okay. Then, actually, at 32, it's probably scannable from this distance. So might as well grab it. And scan it from the sun. Another thing about Obsidian Ant, actually, earlier people, was that he was alleviating people's fears. So, see if we can get another one. There's a water world here, so I'm assuming. Oh no, what is this? An M? Craps, yeah. The habitable zone's so small on an M. But the good thing about an M is, like I said before, you don't really have to go anywhere to scan it. It's more like, it's kind of like the new scanning system, isn't it? So, hopefully that one is terraformable. Nope. Okay, well we'll move on then, because this system's obviously sticking the middle finger to me, so might as well get by. Can do a quick check where Brian is, but I'm going to have to do it after the jump, I think. I don't think I'm going to get it in on this one. That's what she said. Oh, Brian! Yeah, I got a shot of him, but... Oh yeah, sorry. No, Obsidian Ant was talking about the new discovery system, and kind of the way he's painting it. He couldn't say a lot because he was under an NDA, but a non-disclosure agreement. But the way he made it sound is the way I said it would probably be set out, which is you'll drop into a system and you'll honk it. Okay, now at the moment you go to your map and you look at things and you say, okay, I think that will be this, I think that will be that. Obviously when you go to the map it won't look like that. What you'll actually do is go into another scanner, and you will, I think you will see the distances on the objects, so you can still work out what is what. You'll then have a wave scanner system that will, after getting used to it, you will know how to, well, I don't think it's a wave scanner, I think it works a bit differently, but you will be able to spot what a planet is. Now, what he was kind of making out is that the old jumping into a system and honking it and making money that way is going to just, it's going to kind of be obsolete. You might still get a basic payment, I don't know. But like I was saying, from where you are, you will be able to scan planets, and then it'll be up to you to go and map them if you want to go and map them. So you'll probably get more money for mapping a high metal content world. Now, it might play into Kathina's hands a little bit, because I think the standard price for finding planets will come down. Okay, so if you scan a high metal content world, I think you'll get some money, but if you map it, you'll get more money. Obviously you'll spend more time trying to map it because you have to fly over to it and map it, and you have to do the little kind of mini in-game thing to get it, but I think the payoff will be a little bit higher. And then for just scanning it from a distance, I think I'm not sure, but I think you'll get a lower price. Or they might just keep the prices they are, which brings me to the point where I was thinking, people are thinking you're going to have to search everything on this thing. Yeah, but you won't have to fly the 300,000 light seconds anymore to do that one somewhere else. Now, whether they'll make you fly to the main star to do it, I don't know. They might do. But that's my take on what it's going to be, according to his information. There will be honking. You will go in and you will honk the sun. You won't honk the system. And the probes are only for mapping the planets. They're not for anything else. The only one I'm a bit concerned about, more so than the planets, is actually the USS, because the USS will be in system when you drop in. So essentially, once you've mopped up the USS, there will be no more. Is basically how he put it. Which is how they put it as well. They were saying the USS will be in system when you drop in. Now, this will make it easier for collecting some maps.
Then you jump to another system, mop up them, then you jump back to the system and you mop up them.
Yes, that would be how you do it, and that would come into the thing that they were talking about, gameplay. Instead of just hanging around looking for stuff. So I think you do have to honk. I think you have to honk the system to actually find the stuff on the scanner. But you just won't get money for honking anymore. So you won't get the cash value. So I think it's going to be somewhere in between what we have now and playing more in towards how Cathena thinks it should be. I think there'll be a little bit less money for just going around and honking stuff left, right and centre. So a refresh after 30 minutes, okay. So maybe it'll take 30 minutes, but it's nice to know, Bob, that you know where certain things will be. So like distress signals and stuff like that. So if you want to be a saviour ship and go right, I think it's cat hair. I think it'll actually give more on that personal. It'll give us more options in that personal journey that they talk about. I really do. Jess has just got off work then. So a quick look at M star, is it? I think it's an M star, yeah, okay.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I forget with these M stars that you can just literally jump straight away. What do you mean by missions? You might get distress signals and stuff as missions, so they might not be USS anymore. You might kind of come across, kind of be flying around and come across distress signals or something. So that's one of the things I was worrying about, is kind of just having standard things drop in, you know, like the convoy things. It'll be strange if they're a static USS. I feel a bit weird, in my opinion. So I'm not sure how that'll work either.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I would suppose it will. No, what it allow you to do actually, David, so if there was a Guardian site on there or a Thargoid base, instead of flying around it looking for it, it'll immediately show you once you've mapped it. I think it'll show crash sites and things as well on it, which will be interesting. I think they'll work a bit like USS. But it will save you having to mess around on planet surfaces. I think there's, like I've said it before and others have said it, I think there's a lot more story content out there that we just haven't found. And for some reason I think that, for the craziest reasons, that maybe FDev thought we were going to find it all. And they didn't realise they'd made it too cryptic or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it'll make finding geysers and stuff like that much easier. All POIs will show up. So I mean that just makes, I think, you know, like I've been talking about having like a salvage ship. So I think it'll make doing a stream of a salvage ship much more easier and interesting.
Not all POIs.
Oh no, there's still some random ones.
Only the persistent POIs that will show up with the map.
Ah, okay. That's a shame. I didn't see that part. That's actually a bit more exciting, because at least you know if one shows up that you've definitely hit gold.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, the good news is I've finally reached that nebula.
Oh Christ, I'm quite a long way ahead of you then. Don't worry, we'll work something out. I will not arrive to Beagle Point before you. I promise. Right people, I'm just going to take a quick toilet break because we're kind of halfway through the stream, so just bear with me for 2 minutes. Where the bloody hell is that? So I'll be back in a second.
Oh, you're only 2,800 ahead. I'm closer than what I was at the start.
Okay, I'm back. Right, forgot to take the wine glass.
Frameshift drive charging.
Saying goodbyes to the chairs. I think I'm going to always have the chair in the background. I'm just going to make it look sadder and more distressed every stream. Let's have it like over here. Kind of scrub it up a bit and paint it a bit black at the bottom. Oh, I haven't had wine for a while. It's been a good week. I better go a bit slower. Let's put an RIP sign on it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, those weird 3D eyebrows that they have. HD, not 3D. HD eyebrows that go around in England. One of my students was in Manchester this summer, taking part in a football tournament. And I said, what was the like the most different thing you saw from Spain while you were hanging around in Manchester? He said there was this really like fat woman walking around with leggings, like really tight, not leggings because he doesn't know that word, really tight leather trousers with a t-shirt that only covered her breasts, and she was wearing cat ears, little cat ears, with eyebrows like, and the only term he knows in English, he said eyebrows like rulers. And I just fucking fell over. Like, the way he described it, I was like, yeah, that's probably not that strange in Salford, to be honest, which is where he was. But yeah, that's the lasting memories of England that he'll take with him. Poor bastard. I think he's still got has flashbacks.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Frameshift drive supercharged. Right now, the frameshift's probably going to start having problems soon.
Frameshift drive charging.
I didn't know the cat ears was a thing. I really didn't. And when I left, it was all onesies or going out in pajamas to do your Saturday shopping. The ears, I had no idea about. So I've not been back to England for a while, so I've lost touch with the fashions, but some of the fashions can be pretty shaky at best. You're walking a thin line there, Dave. Oh, get lost. Really? That's scary.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't expect space legs. You never know, they might be working on it. You never know. You never know. Never say never. Let's just wait for this update. Let's just enjoy this update when it comes, and then, you know, we'll make all our decisions based off the back of that, because this is the big one. This is the big one. This is the one that they told us would blow us away. Bob, I'm completely... I don't know. They haven't said yet. They haven't given a firm release date. Honestly, Bob, they look like Go Faster stripes for the face. Hang on, Kathina, why are you saying yeah, really? I don't... have I missed something, or was it something I said? I was half an hour behind. So they haven't given an exact date. I'm assuming that the beta will be this month. Could be December 25th, you never know. December the 25th. December the 25th. The dearest day in all the year. That's my Christmas film. Albert Finney's Scrooge. I like all of the versions of Scrooge. And It's a Wonderful Life, but that's my favourite. Because he's a horrible man and he becomes good and life's good in Victorian times, yeah, right. October. That's somewhere between October and next September. The beta has not started. If the beta had started, it'd be all over YouTube. I don't think it has anyway. I can't really say it hasn't because I don't know. The beta it will be around sometime very, very soon. I'm assuming. If they got all the influencers in to have a look at it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. Oh yeah, vacation days for you, Jess. Yeah, Thanksgiving. That'll be when I pull out planes, trains and automobiles. I don't know whether I've ever told anybody actually, because I did mention it in the stream the other night. I watch trains, planes and automobiles every year on Thanksgiving, even though I don't actually celebrate Thanksgiving. And last year, I'll have to find it and I'll post it on Discord for those who maybe don't believe me. Last year I was a bit drunk when I got finished watching it, and I tweeted Steve Martin to say, "Oh, I love watching. I just finished watching Planes, Trains and Automobiles," and I made a mistake in the spelling, and he retweeted it, taking the piss out of me basically. But you know, Steve Martin. So that was one of those days in your life where you're like, Steve Martin. I like any vacations, Jess. Hey, you live in California. Fall's the same as summer and spring. Well, unless you're up in the mountains. Springs for bugs. Whoa, came in fast on that one, didn't we? How are we doing on the FSD, or the old FSD? Oh, we're only down 4%. Only down 4%. Hang on, I've lost 3 viewers. What's happened? Did I say something that pissed me? Have all the people with HD eyebrows just fucked off? Is that what it is? People going, I came here for Elite Dangerous. Unsubscribe. Alright, Smitty, have a good evening. I will, Bob. I am well aware of it. The only thing is, the next jump, I don't know whether it's going to actually take it in. Now, I did actually plot this so I could get fuel, but if I have to jump off to the side, so be it. I might get a jump actually out of this fuel. It's a strange one, this ship. I knew I was going to fall out of that, by the way. It's a strange one, this ship. Sometimes it gets one last jump, sometimes it doesn't. Yep, it'll get one last jump, so I'm assuming it's going to jump me into a K-Star, which I can scoop. Oh, so you're not on the alcohol yet then, Jess? Thanks for looking out, by the way, Bob. Good on you. Oh, see you later, Kathina. It's a bit early for you, but I understand. Everyone's leaving. There's all that mention of HD eyebrows. Everybody's getting pissed off now. And then there were 11. If everybody else is leaving, I'm leaving. Got better things to do than that. Sorry, pussycat. Twist on a stick. Actually, I was driving past Jess's house in American Truck Simulator earlier. If it was the 405. Oh Christ! I don't know if we'll get to the combat house. Kumbaya, my lord. Some strange sounds there from the old I'm only 12 jumps out from this one. I still haven't properly looked it up to see what it is or what it does. Ah, okay. Okay, so this isn't kind of... It's not an amazing system that we're heading to, but it does have historical value in Elite. Doesn't it go something like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna? Oh no, that's Alouetta, isn't it? I never listen to them, Jess. I always start walking faster by the point they come over to me.
Frameshift drive charging.
You?
4, 3, 2.
Oh, I stopped listening to him when he did all that stuff. I've got my mind set on you was the was kind of the high point. Went all downhill from there.
Fuel stopping.
Got my mind set on you. Set on you. I would love if I didn't get strikes from YouTube. I would love to sit and just do American Truck Simulator with dodgy 80s music playing and singing along to it. That would be my magnum opus. My magnificent octopus.
Frameshift drive charging.
Is that really a Hare Krishna song? No wonder I didn't make money the first time I went out into the black. All these M stars have just nothing. Look at it, it's horrible. Not M stars, sorry, this is T dwarf. I don't know what I'm talking about. That might be terraformable. No, it won't be at 8,000,
Frameshift drive charging.
12,000 light seconds. Horrible, horrible systems. Got my mind set on you. I'm watching you. Little shit house. Don't go in the grumps. Or do you in the grump? I will, I'll have a look. I will. Okay, 8 astronomical objects, probably all crap as well.
Frameshift drive charging.
But it kind of gets you to the destination a little faster doing it this way, so it's going to be good news for going back. Brian's still quite a long way off, although we did hit the thing. We're really not that far from Beagle Point, people. We're actually not. I predicted we'd arrive next Friday, but I honestly think we might be arriving midweek. And it's gonna feel strange arriving there, to be honest. I don't know why.
Fuel scooping.
Visited a lot of places, not as many as I expected. I thought there'd be a bit more out there in the black, but
Frameshift drive charging.
I just realised I didn't put the edit. Didn't put the thing in.
Can you imagine doing this with your Diamondback's fuel scoop?
God, yeah. Actually, that's kind of what I'm doing here. I've just got a bigger tank. But on this run, I've been doing all the small stars as well. But yeah, that Diamondback one, I have to scoop every star, don't I? Going on up to the spirit in the sky when I die. Right, are we there? Oh, we've got 6 jumps. Why is it not changing? Okay, it is. I'm gonna have that played at my funeral. That one. Everybody on the front row has to go when I die. Either that, or I'll have knock on wood. I think.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, you bastard! It's above me somewhere. There we go.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
I was listening to earlier. I was playing American Truck Simulator, and you can actually download radio stations to listen to as you're driving. One of the stations was playing Phil Collins' "Take Me Home," and I haven't listened to that for a long time. The only time I haven't listened to Phil Collins is when I'm watching American Psycho. Good one actually, if you is that one. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Make everybody think you're going to come back and haunt them. Twice on the floor. I think it's twice on the floor. I don't remember the song very well.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, another one bites the dust, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Make everybody wear 3D glasses as your casket goes off into the flames. Oh shit, I'm supposed to... No, it's not disengage. I'm supposed to scoop here, I know I am. Where's that bloody sun?
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, we've got 4 jumps. Definitely supposed to fuel scoop here.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
No. No, I don't think it does. There's actually certain... I've never looked into it, but there's certain levels... Like, if you keep your music at a certain decibel level, that YouTube doesn't actually pick up on it. So some people really... They ride that level and they're able to stream pretty much any music they want. A lot of music companies actually now, they don't mind you putting it in the video. The only problem is you can't monetize the video. They use it to keep track of how many people like the song and stuff. So there's a lot of people saying there's fair usage policy. There's no such thing as a fair usage policy. It doesn't exist at all. I know it because I used to stream a Formula 1 game and it played a little bit of the music, tiny amount, and the company would always put a lock on your video until you appealed it, which is a pain in the ass. So you had to appeal every single video, and then they'd allow it. But now I think they've actually changed the game a little bit so it doesn't play that music. But there's certain games like Mafia 3 actually completely took the... If you were streaming, it would block the music. I don't know how they did that, but it would block the music if you were streaming. Not 3 times. It's in my head now. On the ceiling if you want me. Okay, 33 in an A star. Good going. But it's all gas. One jump, people. One jump. As I said, this system we're actually jumping into now, it isn't really it's not spectacular or anything, so don't get truly excited, but it does have elite historical value. So once I get clear of this very big A star, we can look at it. So we'll start the jump. Actually G star, which is nice. And I think it's pretty much an empty... Well, it's not empty, but... By the way, Jess, I contacted Pizza Man through... I saw the bit of the video that he said. I contacted him through Patreon, but he hasn't got back to me yet. Oh, it does? Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't do it in single player, because I've had a video blocked because of that in the past. It's good to know. Yeah, no, it's just gas giants and stuff. Okay, so while I'm kind of plodding along here, I'll give you the lowdown of this system. Chua EOP ZC-T C20-0 is called the Lone Star. That's its name. Now, what it's famous for historically in Elite Dangerous is it's the furthest known point that a Sidewinder has reached prior to Jumponium in engineering. The ship's 11-week journey across the galaxy began in January 3301 and was concluded in March 3301, which isn't actually that bad for a month. Because you think of a Sidewinder, bloody hell. When it reached the southern edge of the abyss, 58.7 thousand light years from Sol. That is a long distance, and was unable to go any further due to its limited FSD range. The ship was called Sneaky Pete, and the pilot was Commander Ranger Zero. And on the return journey, the Sidewinder rendezvoused with a Commander Eramis Kamzel, 43,000 light years from Sol, the most distant meeting which was ever recorded during the early days of space exploration. So there's actually a video of that, and I will put it in the Discord now for anybody Ultra pizza problem solved. Yeah. But he lives in Spokane. I think it was Spokane. And there's a video of that there. Don't watch that video now. Watch it later when I'm not streaming. But that's a video of the meeting, I do believe. So that's interesting. That's but that's that basic system, and we are the first ships to pass through it in the last Oh wow, nobody's been through here in the last week actually. And the system was discovered by somebody called Vahile. Yeah, I'm guessing so. I mean, it was prior to the Jumponium days and everything, so I mean, he must have, you know, it's a lot of work to be done. But I mean, we are so far from Sol now, it's crazy. You can barely see Sol. It's just like a mixture of bookmarks all the way back there, so, you know. Brian's closing in on me, but he's still 3,000 light years off. I'm gonna head now towards Beagle Point, which is, if I can find it, Beagle Point's only 6,000 or 7,000 light seconds away. Yeah, it's 7,000 light years away, so that is not going to take too long to get to. I just saw Brian jump again there, so he's not far off. So we're going to go somewhere up here. Now, I'm guessing these two are so close together. We look at top-down view. It's this part, there's just nothing here. So we're going to go to Priory, sorry. New Rock. So it's 3,000 light years, which is quite a long way. We'll see what a deal. Yeah, you might be right, Thudpucker, actually. Yeah, a lot of people don't. This route plotting is pretty hard, but it's managed it, so see what it's got for me. Saying 64 jumps. I think I might be able to get that down with a little playing around of the route plotter. So we know our start system because we're in it. Just gonna put this into the old jump jump system 1. We are heading to C10-0. Got that on my little list here. 10-0. That's the one. Put that in the second slot. Let's see if we can't get a slightly shorter No, it's, yeah, there's definitely more that's been spotted. Okay, we can do this in 53 jumps as opposed to 64, so this is doable. Like, it's not the greatest run, but it'll do. There's only actually 2 neutrons on this route, so it says the first one in my list. It says the first one is 15 jumps. It says 17 here. Can we get it down? Can we get it down from 17, please? Don't fancy 17 jumps. Let's try it with the F stars. See what it does. Oh, it's 28. 28 with the F stars. Right, let's try again. Got smart. Is it under 1%? I can't believe that. I mean, I know there's a ton of stuff. There is a ton of stuff, so maybe I can believe it. Maybe I can believe it. Let's include K's, G's, A's, B's, and O's. We'll just go with the whole shebang. 18 jumps, so it's okay. It's a few more, but you know what? It's all the good stars, so we might actually come across something on if we jump these stars. So we'll just, instead of looking at the map and trying to plot stuff, we'll just get underway and do it. I can't believe it's only 1%, because some of the mapping projects out there are huge. Like they've taken chunks of it. But again, it's all relative to the point where they've actually mapped, because for every part you map kind of around the sol area, you're going to have 70 times the amount of suns in that took towards the core. So Dagger Win. Okay. Is that a streamer? Dagger Win. I put him onto Mark Armstrong Gaming because Mark Armstrong... Oh yeah, it's Dagger Win. Okay. As long as he doesn't swear too much. I put him onto... what's it? Mark something Gaming. I just said the name, but it's gone out my head now. Because he has... That guy, he has too much money. Like, you want to see his setups, it's crazy. He's got a bloody computer for each game. Yeah, I get you, Thudpucker. I'm thinking, yeah, and especially when you get to the core where it's just crazy amount of stars. Yeah. Okay. I will. My student's really into it. He's only 10. But we do live in a farming area here, and I'm guessing maybe his dad's a farmer, so kind of using it to train himself, I suppose. And he's not a bad student, so I don't mind putting him onto stuff either. And they're shitty students, I don't like it. Mark Armstrong Gaming, that's it. Guy's got just unbelievable setups. And I use the plural term because that's what he has. Anybody watching the... I don't know if anybody's into all that kind of blood and guts, but is anybody watching the UFC fight tomorrow night? Watch that Irish bloke get his brains beaten out, hopefully. Like a bit of blood sport. I'm very Roman in that way.
Frameshift drive charging.
No, we all too pacifist. No problem. Okay, one astronomical object. I'm kind of on this bit of a desperate push for Beagle Point here. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. I won't be. But it's the next one we're visiting. What's that? No, bloody wrong thing there. We did it in here, so there we go. Hey Moronic, how's it going? To be honest with you, I mean, it's probably going to be a hug-a-thon anyway. You know, once these fighting things like boxing and everything get too serious, people just go for the draw. So it loses all its overarching intensity. Good evening, Moronic. By the way, is everything done now? Are you happy with your Elite Dangerous setup? The mighty chancla. Actually, that was in. It's funny you should say that, Jess. In the kids movie recently, I can't remember its name now, about the boy who wanted to be a bullfighter, the Disney movie. Originally, the grandmother chased people with a rolling pin, and then somebody, when they had Mexican sensitivity training, somebody said, "Yeah, you wouldn't get chased with a rolling pin; you'd get chased with the dreaded chancla." And so they actually changed it. So they changed it in movie because of the feedback from the focus group. Oh, you've been doing data missions. That's good. That's a good way. It's a good way to get rep at the beginning, at the very beginning. It's a good way to make very small chunks of money, but they soon start adding up. Well, glad you got it all set up, because after the other night when you downloaded Horizons and everything and put in the ticket, everybody felt your pain, but we all knew it'd sort itself out, thankfully. The mighty chancla.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
How many jumps? 11 jumps on this set. That's good. And you need Horizons, because the update's going to be so big that to not have Horizons is probably going to be pretty pointless. In fact, I think they need to stop selling them separately and just sell it as one game at the moment. Are you still playing No Man's Sky, Jess? On the hiatus from Elite? Oh, we're not the bot. We're not at the arse end of the galaxy here, are we? Why are we at the arse end of the galaxy here? Wow, look, even the galactic plane's so far in the distance. It's crazy. I don't think we're not actually low. It's just we're running out of space. We're running out of stars in this area, but I didn't realise we were that far from the galactic plane. Can't even see inside my ship here. What's the deal? Are the lights off? Well, that doesn't make a difference. I was almost gonna buy a second account the other day, and I thought, you know what, I'm not supporting it yet. I'm not complaining. No, I was just really surprised. I didn't realise. I realised we're really getting out there to the edge now. We truly are, and I just didn't realise that we were already getting into that part of space. It just means it's a bit colder around here, isn't it?
Frameshift drive charging.
So no, it's actually, and it's 72 by the way. Just so you know. That's actually 71.69, but you know what I'm getting at.
4, 3, 2.
It's probably why I'm getting dodgy readout on my It's only actually 3,000 light year.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, they're throwing out those updates like there's no tomorrow. They're really going for it at the moment. Well, you know, Mo, we're doing a competition currently for anybody. That includes Thudpucker actually, because you just joined in. If you go on the Discord, right at the bottom of the Elite Dangerous section, there is competition time. We are running a competition for pictures of your ships outside of stations. So try and get a little bit creative with the camera. And if you have the what I consider to be the nicest looking one by the end of the month, you will win yourself a bobblehead for your dashboard.
4, 3, 2.
That is
Just as well I can't enter, there's not much paintwork left on my ship.
Yeah, actually, luckily I've got the light thing on mine, so I can't tell. Because I think the paint itself's actually black.
Fuel scooping complete.
They don't do a Hello Girl, I'm afraid.
I've got bald patches.
And your ship?
Yeah, on my ship.
Frameshift drive charging.
But it will be a dashboard Corollis, so you can have the 3D, not the 3D, the 3D wire mesh one or the standard Corollis.
4, 3.
They don't do the Hulagal, and I don't know why, and they also don't do furry dice either. If they get furry dice, I would be over the moon.
What colour?
Any. They can sell them £1 a colour. It'd have to be pink or green, wouldn't it? Wasn't that the thing in the 80s? Or even better yet, those names above your... remember the names that people used to put above the driver's and passenger seat? Some weird green plastic. Yes, it is devoutly wished to have dingleberries,
Frameshift
But-
drive charging.
but they don't, no. That's a Christmassy sounding word, that's what George Carlin said.
4,
Dingleberries! Yeah, those are the ones, pink with black spots or brown with black spots. Green with black spots.
fuel scooping.
47. Probably nothing in here but gas giants, but we can hope. Oh, that one. I don't think it is. It just... No, it's an ice planet. I thought it might be a hidden ammonia world, but it's not.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I never got the CDs thing. Used to use them in my last house to scare off pigeons outside. You hang them up, they didn't like them. But dagnammit. I'm waning a little bit here, people, but it's only because I just feel like I had a really long day today. Feels longer than it used to be. No, I never 8 tracks. Sedation.
Drive charging.
Did they really? I don't. I could be just being so stupid and walking into something here because I doubt they ever had record players in cars ever. Can't imagine it. All right, Bob. Don't worry. You're not missing a lot. A lot of this is just kind of getting to the place now. So just join in on Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday? No, Monday and Wednesday. Sunday, no. Don't stream on Sundays anymore. Alright, let's go. Just talking about you, actually. Welcome in. Hey, Christopher LeBlanc. No, we're not quite there. We're not far off. If I show you the map, we are about 6,000, 7,000 light years away, which, to be honest, in our jump range is probably piddlesticks. So you can see Beagle Point there. So we're really kind of, we're on the outer arm. We're getting into the black now as well. So it's interesting. It's been very, 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 very long. And going back, there's a load of places to visit as well going back. So I'm a little bit...
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm a little bit kind of... I'm not bored of it, but I'm so kind of... The jumpy bit now... We've been jumping quite a lot the last few nights. Because the kind of interesting places are getting really spaced out now. So it's just, like I said, it's not boredom, but I really didn't want to jump so much on this trip, and I was adamantly against it. But there really isn't that much to see. But what type of records did they play? Oh, you said 45, didn't you? You said a 45, so okay. Brimful of Asher on a 45. Look at how desolate it is out here. I can see one star
Frameshift drive charging.
in my vision. Those records must have got some serious scratches on them though. Oh, it bloody shouldn't. I don't mean it to be a grind in the common sense. When we came here, the whole point was for shut up, Jess. When I came here, the whole point was we'd do like this big kind of journey to visit interesting places on the way, because I'd used a certain website inside the bubble which really did show some interesting places, and so I found a similar website for things outside the bubble, but unfortunately it hasn't paid off in the same way as I thought it would. And it's not just that website, I was looking at some others as well. But a lot of places that we've dropped into are visually not that compelling. But you know, I try and keep it as bouncy as I can. I try and obviously keep it as interesting as I can. I don't want anybody to grow bored in any way. But it's not easy to do this part. Now going back, there's quite a lot more actual bookmarks, and I specifically didn't really want to touch on some of them going in this direction, because for example, if we come back via this way, I want somewhere in this gap. We've got stuff all along here. It's kind of a slight gap there, but that's doable in one stream, and so on and so forth until we go back to the bubble, or we can kind of go off to Colonia, and then going that way into the bubble. There should be some more interesting places to visit. But it's strange. I expected a few more spots, but not as many captains have actually commanders. Sorry, not captains. Not as many have been out this way as I expected. You know, when you talk about the bubble, lots and lots of commanders have been to the bubble. Lots and lots of commanders have been to Colonia, but not so many have been to Beagle Point. And I can understand it's not the easiest. It's not the easiest run. We haven't found any here, Mo, but I know where there's a fair few of them. Once I'm back to the bubble, Mo, we'll get you in a stream, and we'll take you on a tour of a magical mystery tour of the bubble. Are you calling me a Doyle, or is there actually somebody who's a Doyle in stream, Christopher? Yeah, I know, but well, no, you do. There's around the bubble. There's a lot of amazing places to visit. A lot of people never actually go there, even just for the historical thing. I'll tell you, when I get back, I'm going to do another expedition across the bubble. Well, not across, down through the bubble, and we're going to visit all those places so that anybody who wants to come can drop in. Starting, I think, Thudpucker. I know it's alright. Doyle's completely acceptable. It's not. It's not something I take personally. Okay, this has been found, but I'm still gonna scan it because it's a nice toilet walled, and we have to scan all the toilet walls. Yeah, no. Doyle is kind of one of those things you can call yourself, but if somebody else calls you, you're going down a different route. But I don't take it personally. Don't worry. I thought at first, is there somebody actually called Doyle? Because you don't want to. Oh wow, the galactic plane looks amazing. You don't want to assume, even though somebody's calling you a Doyle. Yeah, I think there's some amazing places in the bubble. I think a lot of people miss out on. I've been to a load of them, so especially landing sites and everything like that. If you can just line them up so it's all in one stream, it's good viewing for everybody. Look at the galactic plane there. It doesn't, it doesn't look that good from the bubble. It really doesn't. That is a pretty darn good sight there. I think I might even, when I've scanned this, I'm going to drop out of Hypercruise. Yeah, we'll call it the tiny expedition. Or the bubble expedition. Fucking stuck now, you idiot. Get your bloody claws out. Idiot. Right, okay, so we've got that scanned. Got some other stuff, but we'll just drop out of Hypercruise. I'll actually fix look at that. That is a nice shot, that. Look at how small it is actually when you think about it. What do you mean, Jess? It's bloody dark. Right, okay. T-shirts are available in the gift shop, people. If you want this thing splashed across the front of your chest. I've got paint open somewhere. Paste. Save as 46. Do you know, considering it's a great expedition, I've only taken 46 pictures. Oh yeah, I'm facing the bubble here. Hang on a second. If I go away from the bubble, apart from the sun, that's probably going to be behind me here. No, the sun's above me, but so there's the sun. Sorry. It's there's more stars now than there was a couple of jumps back. Yeah, I've actually been above the I've got some nice pictures from when I was above the plane. Because when I was above the plane, some of the shots are really, really nice. Well, if it wasn't for Brian's been a bit quiet because he's just doing what I've been doing the last few days. He's just hammering the jumps. There's not much else you can do, so. But yeah, you do kind of. It does get a bit space crazy. I don't know how Marshall does it. I don't know if he's
hammer time. I won't do any more.
Actually, yeah. Every time we see that there's like 60 jumps. I should just play that song.
What, constant loop?
Yeah.
Then you'll get taken down there.
But I think that's where the space madness comes from, is just constantly jumping. I don't think I've been to the bottom. I've only been to the top, and I do like it. It's really nice. It doesn't take long to get there either. If you're gonna go to Sagittarius A, you should always go up after you've been there, for the simple reason that not only are you gonna get a shot from the top of the galaxy, you're also gonna get a better trying to find my picture from the top. I hope for God's sake that I saved it. I really don't know if I did, you know. Maybe I'm... Ah, no, I have. Yeah, I've got a really good picture from the top. Really good picture. Only one, but I've got a good
I just
picture.
think the water world in 3 ammonias.
3 ammonias?
Yeah. Well, I think it's 3.
Mo says your accent gets thicker and deeper the further you go into space.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Is that a good or bad thing? I think it's good. I would assume when foreigners talk about your accent, it's normally a good thing.
Frameshift drive charging.
Aye, unless they're taking the piss.
No, that's normally people from the next city over that take the piss. Where is the bloody Great Expedition? Okay. So, Bri or me facing the blue nebula. Okay, while we're jumping here, I'm actually going to update the Great Expedition Discord. Because it's been so long since I updated it, so... And we might as well do it while we're scooping and jumping anyway, so...
Frameshift drive charging.
So I know the picture I'm looking for, which was very, very early on in the stream. Ah, I can see it now. So yeah, there's like nearly 30 pictures I haven't uploaded, which I'm gonna upload to Discord right now. That might take some time.
Damn, that's a lot of beeps.
It's a lot of what, sorry?
Beeps for Discord.
Oh, I turned them off, but okay, yeah, you're gonna hear a lot more as well.
How the hell did you turn them off?
Somewhere in your sound settings, I think. Oh. You'd be happy to know some uploads failed. Maybe I was going through them too fast. Oh, crap, now I have to know which ones failed. 1 second. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that was a bad one. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22. How many have I got selected? 26. Nice one. I'll have to go through them and see which ones didn't make it. Are you off, Jess? Sorry, Jess. Okay, have a good one. Sorry if I caught you a bit late. I'm so sorry. I don't, Thank you, yes, and everybody should hit like. Yes, they bloody well should. Okay, so I've just updated the Great Expedition photos. Some really good ones actually in there for your for the background of your Windows screen. There really is. Unfortunately, I just don't take many photographs when I'm out in the black in general, so scantily apologise for that. I don't know how many jumps I've got to go on this run, but hopefully oh cripes, no you don't jump that close. 16 actually isn't a bad number. 16's always that number where I'm like, hello 16. It's not good, so that's alright.
Frameshift drive charging.
Do it, Marshall. Photoshop, Photoshop. No, you're still on your way out because I saw where you were, so you can. You've got some ships there. You've got some stations not too far from you. So don't pretend. Oof, 47 new objects. Bet they're all going to be interesting. Actually, it's not a ringed water world, but I thought it might be. Oh, there is there though. And what is it? What is this? A star? B. That could be terraformable. At that crazy ass distance. Okay, we're gonna give it a, oh no, somebody's got it. I'm not going 5,000 light seconds for a something that's already tagged. It's like going to the next city to buy a can of Coke. It just doesn't work.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2.
Hang on, 35? What, there was a bloody thing to the... It's only 38 with that one. $42. 42 on a K-star? That's pretty high. Ah, there must be some asteroid belts. Yes, asteroid belts. Okay, that explains it.
Frameshift drive charging.
We've got 11 objects here. Oh, we got another one. It's already found. It's already discovered, sorry, but I'm still going to get it. So I got another alien world. We'll get that one because they are worth money and you can't just pass them by. I did, yeah. I have to shave off the beard every now and again. It's not like the NHL finals, you know. I've got a fairly respectable job, so sometimes I have to just get rid of it. It gets a bit too tatty. But well spotted. Actually, Elledsgar once, when I met him in New York, he didn't recognise me without the beard, and I don't think I look all that different. But then again, I wasn't wearing headphones when he met me, so that's probably what threw him. I've got a couple of... I don't know what this, what the deal on a K-Star is. Where's your... It's up to 480. No, it's 484. It's not going to be... Even if it's hot, it's probably not going to be terraformable. So.
Redshift drive charging.
I have indeed. Actually, I prefer it. I like a beard. I don't like when my hair gets longer, but I like having a beard. Nine objects, you never know. Never know with 9 objects. Nope, bugger all. It's a big sun. Very, very big sun. Right, I'm gonna do two more jumps, I think, tonight. I'm gonna do. I might do the majority of these offline tomorrow. Yeah, I think I might do a few of them offline tomorrow, so that when we come on Monday, we're kind of in a bit of a better position. I'll have a little bit of a look at the map before I make that decision. Your job probably pays better than mine, Mo, so don't worry. In fact, not probably. Your job pays better than mine, so don't worry. I'm not making money out of YouTubing yet. It's a pure passion project. This feels like a real job, Thudpucker, I'm going to be honest with you. I've had to put in the hours. I've had to put in the hours, sincerely. Cripes on a stick! I'm nearly hit that one. Oh well, you know what, Mo? I was saying earlier in the stream, I've been playing American Truck Simulator. Look at that, we've got an Earth-like, I'm pretty sure it's an Earth-like, and an ammonia world, undiscovered. It's not Earth-like, it's water world, but 5,000 light seconds, I'm off-ski for this one. I was playing American Truck Simulator earlier, Mo, and I really like it. Have you played that game? It's like a very condensed version of your old life. I'm really enjoying it. Well, if you ever get the hankering, it's there, but I totally understand. If I could drive a truck, I'd be perfect for that job. Takes a different type of person to do it, but I think it's I don't know. That's why I come out into the black in Elite. I think it's just, you know, there's a mentality of people, the retired gaming. The type of people who can do that, and there's a type of people who can't. And really interesting thing about trucking that I was looking into recently and reading about was the fact that the FBI believe that there might be a murderous psychopathic ring of people working in trucking. Don't know if that's why you got out of the business, I'm not too sure. The FBI have a task force on it at the moment. I love murder mystery stuff, by the way. Did anybody see that TV show? Christ, what's it called? No, you've forgotten, you idiot. Oh, Christ, about the first FBI profiling section. I don't remember the name of the TV show, but it is great. Can't remember it now. I'll never know what it's called because I... Oh, really? I thought it very interesting anyway. I don't know if this is actually going to be terraformable. I can hope. K-stars, I don't know. 5.7, 5.6, 5.9. Yeah, that's terraformable, so that's good. That's good money, and it's mine. And we've got an ammonia world. I never expected anything to come across these out here. It's only 300 light seconds to this one. I thought everything had been tagged and discovered around here, unless somebody blew up. So, oh really? What did you do? My little truck. What did you drive? Okay. I've always been a fan of Mack trucks. I don't know why, but I just have. Okay, terrestrial ammonia world with the act ammonia. Ah, yeah, you might be right to go by the arm, so yeah. Okay, yeah, you might be right, but it's just strange to find it here. Considering a couple of jumps back, I was in kind of systems where people had populated. I kind of expected it because, you know, you're right close to there. Brian's not actually that far now. Brian's within 2,000 light years, so that's like 8 jumps, isn't it? Okay. Freightliner, okay. Yeah, the Freightliner is nice. Right, children, I'm going to call it a night because it's hit that 3-hour mark, and tonight in particular I look a bit teary-eyed because I'm so tired. So I want to thank everybody for dropping in the stream as usual. You're all more than welcome to drop back whenever you feel like it. We will be going live again on Monday evening. Well, Monday European evening, American time. I think Jess came in and said something like 4 o'clock West Coast, so I think it's 3 o'clock West Coast, and then you'll have to work it out, the East Coast. I think the East Coast is what, 2 hours ahead, or I think it's 2 hours ahead, or 3 hours ahead. So may your mail slots be clear, yeah. So I want to thank everybody for dropping in yet again, and I'll say 9-7.
East is 5 behind, West is
Oh,
8.
it's 5. Okay, wow, that's a big difference actually. Yeah, I know that the East is 6 behind me, but I never guessed the exact difference.
Depends on what time zone as well.
So I'll say good night, 9-7. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.